Probably going to be the last vlog of this year, to be honest. Next vlog then will probably be from opening weekend at Blackpool Pleasure Beach if I do that. Yeah, that's if I do that. I couldn't do it last year. Hey guys, and welcome to another video on ThrillNet. It's the final weekend of the Blackpool Pleasure Beach season. I know it's very sad. And I wasn't going to film a vlog, and then I decided last minute, you know what, I'll film a vlog for the end of the season, the last weekend. It's the Sunday and I'm ready to go. I'm a bit less organised than normal. I usually start these videos in my bedroom, and I am in my bedroom, but I'm ready to go. We're on the last minute, so I've just thought I'd introduce this quickly. But yeah, don't think anyone I know is going to be there, but yeah, it's going to be a good time. I didn't film anything at the, what you call it, Vampire Beach, because I didn't think there was that much to film there. There wasn't much theming out for Journey to Hell. Didn't really see Raj Rock, so yeah, let's get into it. Hello and welcome to this mini vlog from Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I'm actually starting the vlog in Blackpool Pleasure Beach this time. I am on my phone because I thought it would be raining, but it's not raining. And you're probably thinking, why are you filming this vlog? Well, you'll have seen the title, but you're probably thinking why. Oh, we can hear Icon here, by the way. Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. I said that the last vlog would be Flamingo Land, but I lied, technically, because, well, these plans were in the making, and yeah, these plans were in the making when I was doing that vlog, but I wasn't sure if we would, and there's Icon. Oh! Sorry, guys.
How can you get those?
Right, well, you can probably hear that there's some people in the background, and that's because I'm joined by Theme Park Mads.
That's so, as the GP getting Nemesis and Infusion confused.
It is. So we've got Danielle here, and I've also got Josh.
Hello, you alright?
Yeah. So yeah, I met up with Theme Park Mad on the last day of the season, finally. Even though I was telling you guys that I'd be doing it for ages, and then things changed, and then I couldn't. Yeah, look, so we met up now. We're on the Pleasure Beach Express, as I'm sure you can see.
4 hours to go.
So on the Pleasure Beach Express, as you can see, I don't come on here very often. Well, I did the POV for the channel earlier in the year.
Check it out.
But yeah, do check it out. But yeah, we met up with Theme Park Mad, and we're going to be meeting up more next season. Hopefully I'll be here opening weekend. I've not done an opening weekend before, so that'll be good. But yeah, not sure what I'm going to film now, but I'll speak to you later. I've not filmed much today, but we just had our last ride on Icon, which was really good. Obviously not as good as Blue Fire, as I've said before. We've also, I forgot to mention, I actually did have, I'll turn around a bit because Icon's over here. You won't see it, but oh well. What am I saying? I actually had my first ride on Ice Blast. Yeah, Josh managed to convince me to go on it.
And Impossible.
Yeah, we went on Impossible as well, which wasn't that good, but yeah.
I said, do you fancy doing Ice Blast? And you're like, oh, I've never done it before.
Yeah, you said, so you fancy doing Ice Blast? So I've never done it before. I'm quite nervous to do it, but I'll give it a go. Not much force, to be honest. A lot less forceful than it looks. The launch up's okay, but then after that, it's basically the end of the ride. We want to do big one, but we're not sure we'll be able to because it's closing early for a Pleasure Beach Experience ERT. Is it short?
Yeah, it's 25 too.
Right, so we'll probably do, I don't know, a couple more bits and then...
big one?
Yeah, I'll be riding big one again in 2020, but yeah.
I'm not that bothered, to be honest.
No, you're not that bothered.
Can wait till 2020.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of Big One. You prefer Revolution.
It's iconic, obviously. It is a good ride. Not going to say it's a bad ride, but it's just
you
not
don't
much.
get much airtime.
No.
Thrills and stuff.
Anyway, I'll probably speak to you later, maybe back in my room, or maybe I'll film something before we go. But yeah, yeah, Magnum looks good. But yeah, see you later.
So there you go then, you've just seen some shots and a bit of vlogging around Blackpool Pleasure Beach when I was there with Theme Park Mads. Yeah, the collab, or should I say meet-up, yeah, that's probably more of an appropriate word. I've called it a collab. I put meeting up with Theme Park Mad in the title, but yeah, we met up with them. Probably noticed straight away here, I've not got my, I've not got a setup, I've not got like the camera mounted or anything. I don't plan to be talking for that long, but I probably will end up talking longer than I intend to. Yeah, we're back on the camera, by the way, because I always do end up talking longer than I intend to talk for. But yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I've been wanting, and you'll know if you've been watching this channel, I've wanted to do a meet-up for a while, and I've wanted to meet up with Theme Park Mad a while. Obviously, I got to know those guys kind of in summer, so it was great to meet up with them. And yeah, we got so much done actually. I was actually only with them for 4 hours. I couldn't be there in the morning, so we were only there for like 4 hours in the afternoon, and we got so much done. Pretty much did every major ride in the park. Like even all the dark rides as well, some of which I don't do that often. But yeah, it was so good. We did every coaster. We did Icon 3 times. One of them was in semi-dark ride. We actually did the 4 last rides, or 3 last trains. On Big Dipper. We actually got the final train on that, which was really cool. So it was practically a night ride on Big Dipper. But yeah, it was really good that. Grand National, that was flying. Me and Danielle were sat on the front of the red train, and that thing was flying around the track. I'm not even joking. Like, that was like the best ride I've had on it, and that was better than Megaphobia. I'm going to say now, that ride, I actually enjoyed that ride more than I enjoy Megaphobia, so that's how kind of good that was. But yeah, a meet-up's been something I've wanted to do for a while, and I know it might not come across in this video, but I'm actually quite shy, so I was kind of nervous to do a meet-up, but it's finally happened. It was my main achievement for this year. I wanted to meet up with one of you guys, because I think, did I ever do a collab on my other channel? I'm not sure if I did ever do a collab, and I've definitely not done one on this channel. Well, I am now, but I hadn't done beforehand, so it's something I really wanted to do, and I'm so happy I got to do that. Like I said, we pretty much got to do every major ride in the park. Josh managed to get me on Ice Blast finally, a ride I've been putting off doing for a long time now. I've been considering it for a while, and I've just always put off doing it. I've done like... Obviously, I've done every coaster in Blackpool now. Like, the last coaster I did was the big one about 1.5 years ago now. I did that for the first time. So I've done every other coaster in the park. And it's just something I was nervous to do. I mean, I've always been alright on Tower of Terror, but I don't know, those rides just always intimidated me. I finally did one, and I'm probably going to do a load more as well. I also did Impossible for the first time. And although I'm going to admit it's probably the worst attraction at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and one of the worst attractions I've ever done, but it's something I wanted to do, and just, I always forget it's there. There's so many attractions at Blackpool, you just forget it's there. They're all so compact together, but there's actually so many attractions at that park. Yeah, it was an interesting one. It's basically, if you've never done it before, it's a mirror maze, and then at the end you've got a ride. is it called the Haunted Swing? I think it is. It's like really weird. It's like kind of like Hex, like the moon roofs. It swings back and forth. It's nowhere near as good as the Vekoma and Mac Madhouses. I did, where's it called? Cassandra's Curse at Europa Park as well. Hex is still my favourite madhouse I've done at Alton Towers, even though I've actually only done it once, I think. But yeah. So we did the big one as well. We did pretty much every dark ride in the park. We did River Caves, Ghost Train, Alice in Wonderland, which, believe it or not, was my first ever ride with Theme Park Mad. I know, Alice in Wonderland of all rides. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a dark ride, it's kind of not. I guess open to debate. Part of it's outdoors, part of it's indoors. But yeah. And yeah, something I just want to get onto now I thought about it. Obviously, we had me, Josh and Danielle with us. I use the Speedy Pass mobile system, or should I say the E-band system, it's the same thing, which I'm entitled to. And it wasn't that big deal, probably. We could have got away with not using it on that particular day because the queues weren't exactly big, so it kind of, there was not that much point in using it. Yeah, this isn't something I've come across before, because obviously this is kind of the first time I've really gone to theme parks, kind of meeting people. If you have more than one person with you for Blackpool Pleasure Beach, for that system, you have to pay £5 extra to have another person. Me and Josh obviously organised this, but obviously we had Danielle with us as well, which meant we had to pay £5 extra so Danielle could come on the rides. I'm going to say straight up, I don't think it's fair. And although I don't require 2 people with me going on rides, I know for a fact that some people with disabilities, depending on obviously their individual needs, do require 2 people with them as an essential. I mean, for us it wasn't necessarily an essential, it's just that we obviously wanted to go on the rides together. We didn't want one person to be like left out, either Josh or Danielle for each one, like just stood off ride and not be able to go on. So obviously we paid the £5. But I just don't think it's fair. And even so, like, if you didn't have a disability and weren't using this system or whatever, you could obviously, a group of 3, you could go on the rides. You wouldn't have to pay £5 just if 3 people wanted to go on the ride. You wouldn't have to like pay £5 extra to allow for that. Whereas if you have a disability and use this system, you have to no matter what. I just don't think it's fair. I know it means that the throughputs are reduced and what, but it just shouldn't be like that. It just feels like it's just an extra. They're using it as an excuse to make money or something. Really, I don't know. I'm guessing it's something to do with the app on that, because on the rides that the app aren't on, like the Ghost Train, River Caves, every other ride in the park apart from those top 10 on the list, it uses the old system. And I'm guessing it's something to do with the app, because you can only take 1 person on them rides, again, which isn't very good for people who require 2 people with them on any ride, and people who just want 2 people with them. And yes, for those rides, by the way, on the day, we just went in the normal queues, like, none of them were big anyway. To be honest, we could have got away with using the system altogether, the queues were that small, as I just said, but we used it just in case. We were debating whether to or not, and then we ended up using it. But yeah, a lot of the rides were pretty much walk on. I know, I'm not gonna lie, I had probably one of, if not the best times I've had at Pleasure Beach this year with Theme Park Mad. It's just that obviously my parents usually take me to these parks, and that's great. I have a great time at Blackpool every time I go. I know I go a lot. I've not really got bored, considering I've gone 10 times this year. I know that's nothing compared to some people. I've not really got bored. I always have a great time. But it just made such a difference last Sunday, obviously going around with Theme Park Mad. It was just a really fun few hours, and it went so fast as well. I'm kind of gutted that it was the last day of the season. But as I said earlier, we'll definitely be meeting up again in February. I started it on the Pleasure Beach Express, as you saw. I'm sure you all guessed that first part of the vlog was obviously fake. I don't know how good I was at acting or not, but obviously I knew I was going to be meeting up with Theme Park Mad. I'm going to spoil it now. I knew I was going to meet up with him when I filmed that. But yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how much a surprise this is to you. I don't think I actually posted anything on Instagram that day about it. I think on Twitter I did, so some of you guys who follow me on Twitter probably knew I was going to meet up with him, but apart from that, you probably didn't know. Obviously the people who know me would know I met up with him. But yeah. Obviously the big one closed again. Obviously the big one closed early for the Pleasure Beach Experience ERT. I don't really agree with that. I don't think that should really happen on the last day. I feel like, I know the staff want to go home, and it was probably be more expensive to do it after park close. And I know for a fact that it costs a lot of money being a part of the Roller Coaster Club of Great Britain, but I feel like the Pleasure Beach Experience, I know I'm kind of dissing them a bit here, but I feel like that it's fairer to the general public and enthusiasts. Most people on there that day were enthusiasts, to be honest, I think, because it wasn't that busy, and I don't think the general public would really care about the park closing. I know I'm using general public a lot here, I'm sorry for that, but yeah, just saying. But yeah, I don't really agree with them doing that, and it probably would be more expensive, with the reason being that obviously Pleasure Beach would have to pay the staff to stay the extra half an hour or however long they did it for. I think they did it for half an hour. I'm guessing so anyway. But yeah, nevertheless, we had a great day. I actually showed you some shots out the front of the Pleasure Beach at night because I've never done that before. With me not going to a late night riding, I decided to, you know what, I'll show you some shots out the front at night. I also showed you a shot out the front of Passage del Terra, which I've never done before. We didn't do that with Theme Park Mad. Well, we'd left them by the time I filmed that, but yeah, that was just as we were heading back. I filmed outside Passage because I realised they've never done that, and you would have seen the screens out there. And yeah, let's just say, being not really a fan of kind of horror and stuff, I didn't really like what I saw on those screens. But yeah, we didn't do it. Josh is trying to convince me to do it next year, so if you're watching, Josh, I'm sure you are, good luck with that. He's trying to convince me to do it in 2020, so yeah, stay tuned to find out whether he manages to convince me to go in that or not, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be more difficult for him to persuade me to go in that than Ice Blast, but yeah, than on Ice Blast, sorry, but yeah, stay tuned for that. Something I actually did forget to mention about the Pleasure Beach's Speedy Pass mobile / e-band system is that instead of waiting before you go on the rides like you did before, they actually did improve it, and I think this was in response to massive queues at late night riding and kind of people complaining and stuff about it, that they actually changed it now, so you wait after the rides instead of before. So as soon as you book a ride, you can go on it, then you wait half the queue time. Before it was the full queue time, but now it's only half the queue time, which I think's a lot better, because people with certain disabilities, asking them to wait the whole queue time, some of which I felt really over-exaggerated, like 2 hours and stuff for Icon when queues were more like 1 hour and stuff. I think they over-exaggerated them a bit. But yeah, some of the times they're asking people to wait like 2 hours, it's a lot for people to ask. I know the whole point of this is that you go on the rides that aren't on the mobile thing while you're waiting for the rides that are, but still. And following on from that, me and Josh, we both agreed that it'd be probably better, and I know this might sound stupid, it'd be probably better if they put the mobile thing on all the rides rather than just the top 10, because, and the main reason I think this is because, one, because you can only go on with one person on the other ride, which isn't fair, and two, because I feel like it confuses a lot of people, like the top 10 rides, because when I went round in there last Tuesday into guest services to get it sorted out, there was like a 20-minute queue and people were going mad. People were confused as to why they had to get it and from like what rides it was for and stuff. So I think I bet there was people stood in that queue who didn't even need to get the mobile thing, because there was some little children in that queue, and I doubt they'd be going, well, they might do Alice, but I doubt they'd be doing any of the other big coasters that were on there. So, I mean, for the sake of Alice as well, I feel like that shouldn't be on there in the first place as a top 10 ride. I feel like it should be Grand National in its replacement, so that little children don't have to wait for it, and plus I don't think Alice is better than Grand National. I mean, all the other rides on there are thrill rides. It just makes sense for them all to be thrill rides rather than to put Alice on there, which is a family ride. But yeah, I feel like that to standardise it, they should just put it on all the rides to make it far less confusing for people. Obviously, I'm used to it now, but for people who've never used it before, I can understand, and I know from when I first used it, it can be really confusing. But yeah, me and Josh both agree that it should be on all the rides. Anyway then, just quickly before I go, I've actually got to update you on some merch, and I decided to do it now. I've not had a real chance to do it yet, but I decided to do it now. Some merch I got from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, so here we go. First up then, we got this icon resin. As you can see here, we've got the like the station building around here. The UK's first double launch coaster. I don't think so. I think Revolution was the UK's first double launch roller coaster, but yeah. And we've got the track here. We've got a bit of train. They're all resins, by the way, that I'm going to show you. But yeah, this is the icon one, and there we go. We've also got a big one resin, and just to note, these were still on sale the last day of the season. Hopefully they will be next year. But yes, I got these actually earlier in the month, earlier in October. These are new for 2019, and then hopefully stay for 2020. We've got some facts here as well. Speeds of up to 87 miles per hour, that's wrong. And we've also got 235 foot, that's how high it is. Apparently it's not. I'm sorry Pleasure Beach if you're watching this, but us enthusiasts, we've caught you out here. It's actually 213 foot tall, for anyone who's wondering and doesn't know, and it reaches speeds of 74 miles per hour. What they've actually done, I believe this is the fact, what they've actually done, they measured the height from above sea level and used that to advertise the height of the ride to make it sound higher than it is, because obviously Pleasure Beach is elevated slightly above sea level, and then guessing what they've done to get the 87 miles per hour, although it feels like it still wouldn't get this fast if it was 235 foot high and is only 74 miles per hour, is they've like calculated the speed like based on kind of the height, the added height, and what the gradient of the drop would be. I don't know, I'm just guessing how they've done it. But yeah, that is wrong. But yeah, there's the resin. I know I'm sounding geeky now. Let's move on. We've also got Revolution here. We've got the loop. There we are. And the train. And there's a fact on this one. The first 360-degree looping roller coaster in Europe. I'm actually not sure if that's true or not. I think that is true, actually. I think, yeah, that is actually a true fact about the rides, but there we go. Finally then, we got a Viking boat, which is actually a piece of Valhalla merch, with Valhalla having Viking theming. And yeah, this boat looks very similar to the one on Valhalla. So yeah, there we go. No facts on this one, but there's the Valhalla Viking boat model. And that brings me then to the end of this video, and I promise you guys this time this will be the final vlog of the year. I'm recording this quite a few days after I went with Josh and Danielle to Blackpool. I'm actually recording this on the Friday after. I've had a lot of college work lately and I've actually still got a ton to do. But yeah, that's why I'm recording it a bit later. So the season officially ends on Sunday. That's the last day of Alton Towers season. I'd love to be there this weekend, but can't be there. Got too much work to do, unfortunately. But yeah, so the season's over for me. This is going to be the last vlog I'm going to upload now. And that will be Sunday the 10th. But yeah, finally, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Theme Park Mars. I know I've said probably thank you a million times about this. But yeah, I know I'm making it sound like a big deal that I've finally done a meetup. And it is to me, with me having never done one before. It feels like it's what I wanted to do on this channel this year. And I know I didn't film loads, but I hope it's given you a taster of what's to come on the channel. But yeah, really big thank you to Josh for organising this with me and agreeing to meet up. And for Theme Park Mad, Josh and Danielle, that is, for a great day out. Or should I say afternoon out, because it was actually only an afternoon out. But yeah, that's giving you a taster of what to expect more of on this channel next year. I was actually... Josh did film a vlog, from the day, which I will be in. So yeah, I got to be on his channel as well. I don't think it's uploaded yet as I'm recording this. I'm not sure whose vlog will be online first. Mine's going to hopefully be on Saturday the 9th, as I'm recording this, on the Friday the 8th. So hopefully mine will be on Saturday the 9th. But yeah, I'll put a link to his vlog, Theme Park Mad's vlog, in the description once it's online. And what I'll do on the ending card is I'll put a link to the Theme Park Mad channel, Theme Park Mad YouTube channel, instead of my gaming channel, just because they were in this. But yeah, thank you Theme Park Mads, Josh, Danielle. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which might be another sit down video, it might be a POV, I'm not sure. But yeah, see you guys next time.
I used to vlog with an iPhone 5C.
Right, I've started it now, so
go on.